Welcome to mat Pilates. We'll do a 45-minute session today, and we'll start lying on our back. So once you get down onto your back, go ahead and bring those knees into your chest. Kind of rock side to side, releasing your low back. And then crossing your right leg completely over the left, like you're sitting with your legs crossed. Go ahead and slide your hands down your shins, almost toward your ankles, and pull those legs in towards your body. You might feel a nice stretch in your glute muscle on the right side. And then we'll switch. Go ahead and cross the other leg completely over. Slide those hands down your shins to your ankles and pull those legs in, your knees in and your legs in toward your body. Okay, uncross those legs. Go ahead and walk your feet out pretty wide, like the width of your mat. Your arms can be open into a T position. We're going to draw our knees to our left side. And then once we're there, go ahead and pick up your left foot and put it on the outside of the other thigh. We'll just breathe through this stretch, a couple breaths. Then releasing that foot, and then knees go up and over to the opposite side. Same thing, this time right foot comes up on the outside of the left thigh. And then releasing that foot, knees come up. Go and lengthen out those legs, arms above the head. Expand through the rib cage, kind of arching the back just a little bit. Open the fingers, open the toes. And then slide those feet up so that your feet are about hip distance apart, knees pointing to the ceiling. We're going to move that pelvis into more of a neutral position. So kind of pull that belly button in, kind of pressing into that tailbone, hands behind the head. Draw your elbows forward slightly. We'll start with some curl ups, warming up the abdominals. And then we're switching to a crisscross. So lifting one knee up, crossing that shoulder towards the knee, alternating right and left. And we'll do one more set from here. Okay, great. Let's relax that head down, hands by your side. You can turn your chin left and right, just kind of stretching out that neck before we move on. And then pull those legs up into a tabletop, one leg at a time. And we'll do toe taps. So just tapping one foot down and back up. Kind of pulling that belly button in. I kind of pull the lower back down towards the mat, imprinting the spine a little bit if you lower those legs down. If you want to move this up to the next level, go ahead and extend the leg all the way out and back up. Or you can continue with those toe taps, whichever one works for you. Okay, we'll try 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and bring those knees into our chest. Curl up the shoulder blades. We're going to move into single leg stretch. So keep your right knee in towards your chest. Extend out the left leg. And just hold that right on top of your shin there. You can curl up your upper body, chin slightly tucked in. We'll do double pulse and switch. Double pulse. Now, if your neck starts to get a little tired here, you're welcome to set it back on your mat or put one hand behind your head for some support. Option to move more to a straight leg stretch where you're kind of scissoring those legs. You still have that double pulse, kind of a snipping, and exhale. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, knees come in. Go ahead and bring that head back. You can turn your chin left and right, just stretching out through the neck. Bring those arms to your side, legs back to a tabletop position, and we'll move on to knee sway. So go ahead and draw those legs over to the side. As you're doing that, go ahead and press right behind that shoulder blade and behind the hip bone. So you're kind of pushing down on that. And then back to the other side, rounding out that opposite side. Exhale as you float to one side. Inhale as you come over to the other side. Okay, option here, when you're drawing those knees toward the side, you can peel up the opposite arm. I'm coming up on my forearm, tap the outside of that lower leg. So peeling up, just sitting up on that forearm and flowing through to the other side. Exhale as you lift up. Inhale as you move. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, move to the other side. I'll do 4 more of these. Okay, great job. All right, let's go ahead and extend those legs out. Stretch the arms above the head. Up next, we're going to do double leg stretch. On this one, I'm going to give you a slight variation on that one. So you're going to tuck in, curl like a ball. So normally in the double leg stretch, we extend out. We have our legs kind of in a pike scenario, and then we sweep our arms in and tuck. And I'm going to have you do a staggered leg. So one is low and one is high. And then we pull in and then just switch. The other one's low, high, and come in. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you sweep and tuck in. So as you're doing that, extending out, we're still imprinting that lower back. So kind of pull that lower back towards your mat. Again, we're holding our neck up here again, so if it gets a little tired, you can come back with it, or you can put your head or your hand behind your head. Do one more. All right, great job. Head comes back, chin side to side. Go ahead and lower those feet down right below the knees, but hip distance apart. We'll move into some bridge work. Hands by your side with your palms down. Go ahead and broaden through the collarbone, widen out your chest. And then when you're ready, we're going to tilt the pelvis. So tuck that belly button in and kind of scoop, lifting that tailbone up. And then we're going to continue all the way up, peeling up that nice bridge position. Glutes are engaged, feet are still hip distance apart with the heels below the knees. And we'll just lower down about halfway and back up. Do about 4 more, and then we'll make a little bit of a shift with our arms. We'll go down a little bit further. Okay, so on this next one, option to either lift the toes or you could lift the heels up. Either way, I tend to cramp out when I lift my heels up, so I always go to the toes. And then when your hips drop, you're going to drop them pretty low, so almost touch the mat. And your arms come here. I stop mine right above the ears to avoid extending the spine or popping that rib cage. So I keep that rib cage sewed in, nice neutral position. And then as my hips come up, I'm going to press my hands into the mat. Inhale, exhale. Still tracking those legs are hip distance apart, knees right above the ankles. Again, you can keep the toes lifted or heels lifted. And we'll do 3 more. Inhale as the hips drop down. Exhale as you lift up, squeezing the glutes. And last one. Okay, keep those hands down. We're going to scoop and make a U shape with our hips. So the right hip's going to lift up. And then we scoop down into a little bit of a U and lift the left hip up. So just keep going side to side. Right hip, left hip, right hip, left. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then a little bit wider. So walk those feet out and then also track those knees above the ankles. We're going to hold it up. 1, 2, 3, and draw about halfway down. 1, 2, 3, and draw down. 6 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. This will be our last exercise in the bridge. And last 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come all the way down. Go ahead and cross your right ankle on the left thigh and then pull that thigh in. Nice figure 4 glute stretch. So we work those pretty good. And then we'll switch, just crossing the other ankle to the thigh. Pull it in. Okay, we're going to make our way up to a seated position, and we're going to do rolling like a ball to do that. So with rolling like a ball, you bring your hands to your chin, or to your shins, not your chin, and you start to kind of rock like this. Now, when we rock up, what we're going to try to do is keep that carved scoop position with our abs. So come up, kind of balancing on the hip bones and rolling back. This is a Pilates exercise. I feel like it's the exercise I did when I was a little kid watching cartoons on the floor in front of the TV. My blanket's kind of messing me up. I'm popping up right on the edge of it, so. Okay, last one, and we're up. And we're gonna sit up with our legs nice and long and draw them out so they're about the width of your mat. And we're gonna do the saw. So with the saw, I actually like to turn my thumbs up so that when sometimes we have like this coming down right here and the shoulders kind of turned in, I like to have it wide and open, puts less pressure on that shoulder joint. So I put my thumbs up. And I'm going to turn, inhale, as I exhale, I'm turning to my left so you can kind of see which direction I'm going. I want that twist to happen from the diaphragm up. And then I lean forward, sort of a double pulse. Inhale, back up, nice straight posture and spine here. Exhale to the other side, come sawing off that little baby toe there, the double pulse. Inhale. Exhale as you twist. Inhale back up. We'll do one more set. And over to the opposite side. Okay, this next one, I would say it's kind of a modified teaser. You're gonna have one leg straight and the other leg is bent. And your arms are gonna be up here. And I'm gonna scoop my abs out and tuck that tailbone under, connecting my sacrum. I'm gonna roll all the way down. And as I do that, the arms are going to come back and stop right above the ears. And inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and curl up. Carve out those abdominals. Really push down into the mat with that sacrum as you lift up. If you get stuck here, reach behind that thigh. Help yourself past that sticky point. Lift up really tall right here with that chest and spine. And then come back down. Now, the reason it's going to be a modified teaser is I'm going to give you the option to lift that straight leg up as you come up and come back down. Inhale as you reach back. Exhale as you carve your abdominals and come up. Inhale right here. And exhale, lower down. And you have that option to lift that leg up or you can leave it down, whatever works for you. We'll do 3 more on this leg. There's 3. And 2. And last one. Okay, we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So go ahead and switch your legs around. Again, as you're pulling back, the goal of Pilates is to try to keep that neutral position. I'm going to try not to overextend here with the arms up. So you keep that rib cage kind of sewed in and those abs engaged. So inhale, starting right here. Peeling up, really carve out those abdominals. Push in toward the low back, all the way up. Nice tall reach. And come back down. Option again to use that leg. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you raise those arms up. And then exhale as you peel back down. All right, we'll do 4 more of these. Inhale. Exhale, peel up. There's 4. Again, if you start to get a little tired and you get stuck on that sticky point, reach back there and help yourself on up. 2 more. And last one. All right. Okay, so stay up here. We're going to flip around and we're going to do some Pilates push-ups where we'll stand up. So go ahead and roll over to all fours. Let's just do a couple cat-cows to warm up that back. Stretch it out a little bit. And then you're going to curl those toes under and slide on back to a standing position at the back of your mat for our quick Pilates push-ups. Now, traditionally in Pilates, this looks like you kind of carve out and you roll down and then you walk out. However, when we're rolling down with that back flex, it puts some pressure on the discs in the lower back. So I like to try to keep a nice neutral position to avoid that. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. So we're going to inhale. We are going to stretch up right here. Then instead of rolling down, we're going to exhale. We're going to sit back into a chair with our hands coming to our thighs. So we get a little squat action. That's good for the legs. Then we'll extend those legs and we have a nice neutral back here as well. Then we can walk out into our nice solid plank. Always have the option here to draw to your knees for modified plank. We're going to do 4 push-ups. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll, if you move to your knees, go back to that solid plank. Walk those hands back. We're going to inhale into that nice neutral position with our spine. Exhale, sitting back. And inhale, standing up and out. All right, we'll do that again. So we did 4 push-ups. We're going to do this 3 more times. And we're going to do 3 push-ups, 2 push-ups, and 1 push-up. So you can do these as Pilates push-ups, which is that narrow stance with the elbows stop right by the rib cage. Or if you prefer to go a little bit more out to the side, that's okay too. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down to a seated position. We'll squat. Inhale, lengthen those legs. Exhale, walking out. Nice plank position. You can hold that full plank for your push-ups or draw to your knees for 3, 2, 1. And then walking back. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, sitting into a squat. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. Okay, let's do 2 push-ups now. Inhale up. Exhale, sitting into a squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk. Now 2 push-ups. 1, welcome to do your knees. I like my knees a lot. And then walk back. Lengthen. Sit into your squat. Nice neutral position here. Inhale up. Exhale, open. And last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sitting down. I'm going to point that tailbone back, belly button in. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Nice neutral position. Walking forward. Now one push up. And then walk back. And now lengthen. Exhale, sitting squat. Inhale, arms raise up. And exhale, open. All right, nice job. That's a nice full body exercise. Lots of muscles involved. Let's go back to all fours position. We're going to do some spinal balance next. So knees are underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders, nice neutral position with that back. We're going to take our right arm, left leg, extend it out. Hips are pretty square, you're looking down. Neck is neutral. And then we'll bring the elbow to the knee and inhale, lengthen. So on the lengthen, instead of thinking of going in and going up, we're going to go in and go out. Like someone's pulling on your fingers and toes. In the opposite direction, it means your arm and your leg will stay parallel with the ground. And that's going to work those back muscles and core muscles in that neutral position as we go into extension. We'll do one more, and then we're going to do diagonal. So open up into a diagonal, just a tiny one, back in. We'll do that for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Back to all fours. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. Give that lower back a little bit of a release before we switch sides. Just remember which arm and leg you were doing. I was doing right arm, left leg, so I'll switch next time. Okay, let's come on up, all fours. Right leg, left arm. Go ahead and hold that position for a little bit. Make sure that hip is down so that it's even. The hips are square and even with each other. That back leg is parallel with the ground. Same with the arm. Hold this for one more breath. Pressing into that standing hand so you don't have any sagging in that shoulder. Here we go. Elbow to the knee and lengthen. This is a bit of a balanced one as well, so if you feel a little wobbly, that's normal. We'll do one more and then we'll do the diagonal. So the diagonal, just go ahead and open up just slightly to the side and back to that center position for 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great job. Child's pose, release that back. We'll do a little bit of a mini swan, which is a nice extension for the lower back, but we'll do it in a very safe way. So go ahead and come on down to your abdominals. The arms are going to be out wide, so probably wider than your mat. And they're up more slightly above the shoulders, maybe alongside where your neck is. And before you press up, kind of like we do in Cobra, I'd like you to squeeze your glutes and lengthen out those legs behind you. Push your pubic bone down as you pull your belly button in. When you do all of those things, you'll reduce that pressure on that low back. And the extension, try to create more of it through your chest and your upper back, your thoracic region versus your lower back. Peel down, inhale up. Again, squeeze those glutes, pubic bone down, belly button in, and back down. Now up. Exhale, lower. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale up. Two more. And last one. All right, great job. Okay, hands tuck in. Go ahead and press up into a modified plank. And then we're going to curl those toes under and push back into a downward facing dog with the ears between the upper arms. So I'm going to do kind of a combination of a leg pull and a down dog. So here we are in down dog. Inhale, we're going to go into plank. And we lift one leg up and kind of do a little double pulse, squeezing that glute. Doesn't have to go up high. Double pulse. And then we push back. Now, if you have wrist issues, you can do this on your forearm instead of doing it up on your wrist. You can also press that weight into the fingertips a little bit more. Use a hand towel or fold up your mat and have some height under your wrist will help as well. Lots of options to make it feel comfortable. Push back, leg pull, right leg, and left leg, little double pulse. Really squeeze that glute, strong core as you're doing that. We'll do 2 more sets. Down dog, plank, leg pull. And then last one. Okay, awesome. All right, draw to those knees. Go and press back, releasing the low back, and then we'll move on to our side. We'll start with the obliques first and then move into the side leg series. Whew, got me breathing heavy on that one. That's not a bad thing. Okay, so we have our forearm down, our fingertips are facing the same direction we're facing. Instead of being on that hip, roll back so that you're on your bottom, one cheek. This top arm is going to extend at your ears. Extend those legs out. Bring the knees in as you bring the elbow to the hip. And I kind of roll forward just slightly, really closing off that oblique space. And then stretch open. Exhale, float in. Inhale, open. Exhale, inhale. We'll do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do one more exercise here. Now the legs are going to lift up and down, and the arm is going to touch and down. We'll just do 6 of these. 6, 5, 4, 3. Those are toughies, so if you're struggling, that's normal. 2, and 1. All right, great job. Okay, let's lie all the way down on our side. We'll do our side leg series now. I have my bottom leg bent. You can also extend it to the corner. That'll make it a little bit harder to balance. I have this hand here in front. We'll do some small leg circles. And then opposite direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving to front and back kick. So flexing that foot forward, double pulse. Point, squeeze that glute when you go back. Double pulse. And you're welcome to add the arm in. As the leg goes back, the arm comes forward. Sweep. Double pulse. We'll do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Okay, bring those legs so that they're both bent. They're definitely not 90 degrees, so a little bit bigger open position on that bent leg. Do those clamshells. 2, 3, 4, so keep the heels connected. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now keeping that thigh connected, you're just going to lift the lower legs up. We're going to go open for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to extend that top leg and the heel to the heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, bring that bottom leg down, and you're just going to dive that knee down, cross it over the other leg, and push it back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay. Give a little stretch. We're going to roll over to the opposite side. Do everything from the top, which we started with those obliques. So you're on your forearm, roll back, so on your bottom, one cheek. This upper hand here, and just check in with the shoulders. Say this for myself too. I tend to kind of sag into it. So kind of press in there, get that nice strong position. Legs extend, elbow to the hips, squeeze out that space, and open. Four more. That's my AC going off. I thought I had shut it down, but apparently not. Don't tell PD. Okay, legs go up and down. Up and down. Do 3 more. 3. Your time with it. 2. And awesome. Awesome job. Okay. Lying on our side now. Bottom leg can be bent or extended to the corner of your mat. Stack those hips. Hand in front. Let's do those small circles to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll reverse. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, front and back kick. Flexing that foot as you come forward, double pull, so feel like your abs engaged, and then come back, make sure you squeeze that glute when it goes back. Remember, you can add that arm, and the leg goes back, the arm comes forward. Five, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, great job. Bending that bottom leg and matching the top leg, heels stay connected. We'll do the clamshells, open close for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then keeping those thighs connected, go ahead and lift those lower legs up. And that little up dog there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, now that leg extends out, and then bring the heel together, keeping that open position in return. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll bring that lower leg down, and then we'll cross that knee over the bottom leg and point it to the corner. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great job. All right, rolling onto our back, we finished with 100s, and the leg pattern will look like this. So the first 10 will be here, and then we'll extend for the second, V shape for the third, and one knee and one leg straight for the fourth, and then alternate for the fifth, and we'll just repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, inhale, exhale as we prepare. Go ahead and draw those hands down, curl it up, chin comes in, ready, pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring it in. So normally I do 2 sets, but actually looking at my timing, we only have a couple minutes left. So I need to use that to make sure that we stretch all those muscles that we work. So go ahead and help yourself on up. We're going to turn around and do a hip flexor stretch. You're going to step 1 foot forward and go sort of into that runner stretch. You draw those hips down towards the ground. If you want to come up with it, you can. That's going to make it a little bit deeper. Stretch. And even open up those arms like this. Cactus arms. Open up to the chest. That's a good one if we're on the computer a lot. And then bring those hands on each side of your foot. Slide back, lengthen out that front leg, and draw your nose towards your knee. Feel that right at the back of the leg and hamstrings. And let's step that foot back, and we'll step the other foot forward. Runner stretch once again. And then option to come up for a little bit deeper stretch. Really push the hip forward, open, expand through the belly and the chest. And then one hand on each side. Let's slide back into that front leg, be nice and straight, nose toward the knee. Now, the front leg, if you're really tight in your hamstring, you might have a little bend right here, and that's okay. All right, great. And then have a seat. Crossing those ankles, if you could walk those fingertips through, hopefully you'll feel it back there in the glutes. And coming on up, and we're going to go up and over. Always important to do a nice lateral stretch. And over to the other side. And lifting up, and we'll bring those hands to the heart and inhale, but we're going to bring our forearms together. And as we exhale, we're going to open up here and kind of draw the shoulder blades down the back. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open. All right, great job today. All right, thanks for joining me for About Pilates. Have a great day.